What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy OG94 Venice, aka Venice here. If you're not aware of what this game is, just by its opening intro, this is Dark Souls 3, the best game you will ever experience. So, whether you only watch a full game through of this game, or you actually play a full playthrough of this game, I can promise you, you're going to enjoy it. If it's a little difficult for you, grab some friends, get them into it. I promise you, you were in for quite the experience. Whether it's the lore, the sick armor, the different weapons, the abilities that you get, the world, the atmosphere, the enemies, the bosses, everything about this game is just chef's kiss. Beautiful, magnificent, extraordinary. Dark Souls 3 is my absolute favorite video game in the world. Before this, it was The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Skyrim's another one of my favorites, and of course I have a couple other, including The Last Guardian, which we just discovered within the last week, and it ended up being one of my favorite games. So obviously, I've played through Dark Souls 3 if it's my favorite game, right? So this is going to be pretty much just like a quick playthrough. I'm not going to be necessarily looking to grab any items because I'll have had most of them. This is New Game Plus. I might change up the weapon at some point because yeah, I've played through with this weapon, but we'll see. This is not a bad weapon. I hope you all enjoy. This is going to be quite the experience. I'm going to play this the whole way through, so we will have a pretty cool series. Um, I'm going to say this is going to be at least a 10 episode series. So sit back, relax, get something to eat, drink, and enjoy. Let's get started here. So, for those of you who've never played this game before, these are messages. Right now, these are messages that are left by the game developers to kind of teach you how to play the game, although you will not get many of those at all. At all. For the most part, you gotta teach yourself how to traverse this world. So every enemy you kill gives you souls. Souls are basically the currency in this game. They're also they're the currency, but they also are what you use to level up your character. So here it's going to teach me that I can do a backstab on an enemy. If you do get a backstab, it counts as a critical attack. So it does not necessarily double the damage, but I would say at least like 1.5 times the damage. So we're gonna kill this dude first because he's annoying. I remember this one this way. And we are gonna fight this crystal lizard. It would be pretty embarrassing if I hold up, how much? I feel like I had more than 9. Maybe I have to go to a bonfire and rest. I don't know. Definitely have more than 9 Estus flasks. Anyway, I'd be embarrassed if I died to this thing right here. It's not an easy foe, but played this game before. Nice. So Titanite scales help you level up your weapons. Didn't mean to do that. Rookie move, rookie move. So that's what happens when you play 6 games within a week. You start forgetting button patterns and what buttons do. So in this game, the jump is interesting. You can't jump while just standing still. You have to be running, which is, for the PlayStation 5, you hold down circle. If you just tap circle, that's how you dodge. But yeah, so in order to jump, you would hold down circle, then click in L3, which is the left analog stick. It does this interesting jump. The only other way that you're kind of going to jump is if you do a running heavy attack. Alright, so let's take a second to admire this beautiful world. This was one of the first things about this game that really captured me. Dark Souls 3 was my first of the Dark Souls series to play. I've played them all ever since. Played Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Sekiro, all of them. But just the world, the environment, the atmosphere, the vibes it gives off really grabbed me. This is a perfect example of dark fantasy world, and you haven't seen anything yet. Dark Souls in general, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, they're made by the same person, and they're heavily inspired by Berserk, which is a manga / anime. If you've never heard of Berserk, I highly recommend that you check it out because you will not regret it, especially if you're into dark fantasy. Okay, so I don't really need to go down here, and I do want to kind of speed the process of but I don't want this to be a long play. So we're kind of gonna breeze through most of these areas and not run and collect items that I don't necessarily need. That would be a waste of time. This is all kind of just muscle memory for me to do these things. I missed that item that I don't need really, so I'm just gonna skip it. And plunge attack, which is a really strong attack. Look at this thing, what could this be, huh? So this is the tutorial boss. Udex Gundyr. It's basically here to see if we have what it takes to just letting that pass because I know it's going to be loud. Yeah, so basically he's our first test and he's here to see if we're worthy of continuing in our mission to become the lord of this world, depending on whichever path we choose. Because the cool thing about this game is there are multiple endings, a lot of NPC characters that have different factions that they belong to, and within that, the alliances that you choose change the ending of the games. Okay, so I don't really need those items. Get another cool little look around. If the item's right there, I will grab it, but yeah. Also, so this guy gives everybody trouble their first playthrough. Strong. He's aggressive. Oh, there's no way he's killing me. I was trying to do a trick, I'll show you what I was gonna do. Ooh, katana. I was basically gonna do this. Just kind of just like a fancy move, but it almost just got me killed. That would have been embarrassing. But I have God of War Ragnarok downloaded. I'm also excited to mess with that. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna knock out an hour of this game. I'm gonna save it, and then I'm going to hop on God of War Ragnarok because I've never played the second one before. And we will start a 60-minute series of that. See if I like it. If I do, which I know that I will, highly positive that I will continue with that. So, we'll see. We might not get any more Dark Souls 3 content for a while, but I definitely wanted something on my page. Dark Souls 3 related because it's my favorite game ever. And I definitely would like to get a full playthrough on my page because,
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one.
again, it's my favorite game ever.
I tend to the flame, and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones, and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side. Very well. Then touch the darkness within me.
So I know I'm not going to be able to level up here, but just kind of showing you that, oh well, I can level up actually twice. We'll do it. We'll put it into one into strength and one into vigor. So yeah.
Well, Ashen One.
This is Firelink Shrine. This is basically your safe haven. This is the only place where you won't be attacked unless you attack first. If I attack this guy right now.
Ah, well, you're not alone. Gives me conniptions. And they'd have us seek the... But we're talking, don't you think?
If I were to attack him, he would eventually fight me. So here's our smith. I'm not going to talk to them just yet. Don't need anything from them. Here's the maiden. She has some items that we can get. Armor. You can also sell stuff to her. Give you a quick glimpse.
Ashen One.
Alright, so we're going to continue on, but before we do, so here are 5 thrones. Each one of these thrones belongs to like an Elden Lord. And they do not want to kindle the fire, which would basically do something pretty important to this world that I don't want to spoil just yet. But our mission is to take out each one of them and complete that task on our own because they don't want to do it. But in order for that, we need their soul. So the bonfires is where you rest. This is how you basically reset your health if you need to. You can travel to different locations, attune spells, which basically that means I could change out spells, but this isn't a sorcerer build, so I don't have any of that. I can organize my storage or I can travel. So we're going to travel to the technically second location in the game, but the first main location. I'm going to go quiet for about 5 to 10 minutes and just let you guys see the gameplay. before I do go completely silent, just wanted to let you guys know that one of my other favorite things about this game is almost every place you see, you eventually go to. And then when you're there, you can look back and you can see spots like where I'm at right now and just think about how far you've come through this journey. But, I mean, if this world, if seeing this right here doesn't make you want to play this game, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, let's continue on. Alright, so something that you might have just noticed, I don't know if you saw that, but when I was running about right here, there was kind of like a ghost of another character running in this direction. So basically this game has online capability, obviously. Well, not necessarily obviously, but it does. And oh my gosh, what the fuck? Not about to die, what the hell? And with that being said, because there's the online capabilities, when you have online turned on, you can be invaded by other characters, other people online. So I could jump into somebody else's world and fight them, mess up their day. Or I could place a sign down that would have me help them if they click on the sign and decide they want to use it. But basically, when you see those white ghost slash like holograms of other characters running around, it's actually other people online in their own worlds. Might not necessarily be exactly like in time, but it is, yeah, it's other people online. I'll be back, buddy. Forgot I gotta go this way first. And then there's also blood stains on the floor sometimes. I'll try to find one eventually. And what those are basically, so here's one. Oh, and this is showing me an online player, and it's showing me how they died. So they got killed by something up here, and they didn't come back to the spot where they died and collect their souls, so it ends up leaving a blood stain there for the world to see. So I can tell you right now, we were somewhere up there. Now we're over here. Which is cool, because, you know, again, like, now you really just see the whole world. Okay, I'm not gonna fight this dude because there's no reason, really. Oh, actually. I killed him before he could do it, but he turns into like a big monstrosity and he sets off all those other dudes. So if you just saw me kill this little lizard, they give you another type of shard that helps you upgrade your weapon. So these are all rings that will help me oh no, my first death. Wow, great. Death by gravity. That's a shame. Just wondering when I was gonna die for the first time. So we're gonna speed run through all this, because there's no point. He's gonna... So you're also going to be able to see an example of that, of collecting your souls after you die. You can see right there. This right here that gives me back all the souls that I just lost. Every time I die, I lose my souls, which is my currency and the way that I level up. So if I didn't go and collect that right there, if somebody ran past right there, they would see that red blood stain, and it would show how I died. So this dude's annoying. He has a shield. Sheesh. I like to try to backstab him. Should actually want to do that. Shield low-key is a pain in the ass. Something else to be wary of in this game is ambushes. Lots of ambushing. So we're gonna go this way first. And all these crates and stuff can be destroyed. That's not what I was gonna say, but I did see it, so I might as well mention it. With this game, you definitely want to look around and see what's going on. You don't want to get ambushed or just overwhelmed. So I'm looking around. I see one dog. I see one dude right there. I drop down here. So here's another chest. This one is in a trap. You can tell if the traps or not by where my foot is. There's a chain, and you can see the chain is facing, the end of the chain is facing behind the chest. If it's the opposite direction, if the end of the chain is facing in front of the chest, it's actually a trap that will eat you. Okay, so just weighing out my options. I'll heal because each of them, but also, heal. Don't be too aggressive, but also don't be scared to fight, because that's how enemies die. Enemies don't die if you don't attack. So I just kind of try to time it and yeah, plan accordingly. So again, over here I can see the chain is behind, which I already knew this wasn't a trap, but yeah, so it's not a trap. Son of a bitch. So while the other guy's not looking, kill you real quick and easy. Oh, he tried. So this is an Estus shard. Estus shards are used to increase your Estus flasks. Estus flasks are what heal you. So you want those. They're very valuable. So here's the cell key. Here's a key that I need. Luckily I know where I gotta go. We're gonna go there before we traverse any further. Hopefully you're enjoying this. It's my favorite game ever, so I'm having a good time. We are about a half an hour in, which is cool because it feels like we've been playing for a little bit, and we still got that equivalent amount of time left to continue playing. For this episode at least. I want to beat the whole game for a YouTube series, which I will. Oh, so see, that is what that thing turns on to. It's weak to fire. I could fight him multiple ways. best bet is to let him quiet down a little bit. So, let me get somewhere a little more safe before I explain all that jazz. Drop down here. Oh. And I died. That's unfortunate. He usually does not start right there. Anyways, this gives me a second to explain what I was going to explain. So, if I press down on the D-pad, it switches through my inventory. I have like a belt. Down here, these 10 slots are that belt. These two items right here, the resins, they equip my weapon with fire for a certain amount of time. Then I have, this one is fire, this one's lightning. Then I have some bombs right here, throwing knives, but I have some bombs. These inflict fire, these inflict lightning. These are green blossoms, which actually help with your stamina recovery speed. So basically, if you have an enemy that's weak to fire, use something with fire to see how it reacts. Some enemies, when you hit them with fire, they kind of immediately... Okay, this is not happening again. They stagger. If they stagger, then you'd prefer to use a bomb to fight them, rather than actually use one of these to fight them, because these are a little more valuable. And again, you can just use a fire bomb and it's going to hit him with fire, he's going to get staggered. When the fire ends, the staggering stops, and you just repeat the process. And bombs are way easier to acquire than resins. So... our first NPC, well, technically not.
You're no jailer, are you? No, you're from far away. And judging by the bell, you must be some of that unkindled ash. Remarkable. If that's true, then I have a favor to ask. Below the high wall is a musty little town. Not the home of any lord, just a very old settlement of undead. An old woman, Loretta, lives there. Please, give her this ring. I'm not asking for charity. In fact, if you do this for me, I'll be sure to repay you in kind. I may be a petty thief, but I've more wits than most royalty. What do you say then, huh?
So now I have a choice. I'm gonna grant his request.
Very well. I humbly place my faith in you. I am Grey Rat of the Undead Settlement, and I promise to assist you. Give this ring to old Loretta at the base of the high wall. Do your part, and I'll do mine.
So it looks like we made our first friend. Or did we? So this gate eventually opens, but it's locked for now. We're gonna kind of speed past this because we've already seen it. We want to get to the next area of progression, but also you do want to be careful because these enemies do follow, so you don't want to get yourself caught in a situation. item over here that I want. And some fire bombs. Like I said, bombs you will equip will find a lot more frequently than you will find the resins. So if you don't have to use the resin, you don't want to. So I can walk down this ladder like this, or climb down like that, or if I hold down on circle, which is basically the same as like this run, as you slide down, and the same thing with going up ladders. That's normal speed. Then it doesn't look like much, but it does change. So we have a big boy over here. Tell you what. So that's the other thing about this game that you will eventually catch on to is, so L1 is light attack. So sorry that I said that. R1 is light attack with the weapon that's in my right hand. R2 is heavy attack with the weapon that's in my right hand. If I have a weapon in my left hand, then L1 serves those purposes. If I don't have a weapon in my left hand, I'm two-handing a weapon, then L1 becomes block. Let's grab this weapon real quick. And L2 usually becomes some sort of like special style of an attack that the specific weapon has. So for this one it's this, and I can press L2 and then R1 and it does that, or I could press L2 then R2 and it continues a cool combination of attacks. So every weapon in the game has a different attack like that. Sorry, I kind of got distracted by him for a second. Has a unique attack pattern, if you want to say, or ability. Some weapons inflict different effects, such as fire, lightning, faith, all that stuff. Oh. But, yeah. I guess the better way to phrase it is like a weapon art. Yeah, every weapon has a different weapon art. Some better, some worse. Some actually kind of don't, some are a little more basic. Like your average sword. So I like this weapon for its range, but I don't like this weapon because, well, for fighting multiple enemies, I guess, unless I do a R2, because it ends up just doing a vertical strike, which is kind of meant to just hit one person. So another thing about this game is there are a lot of shortcuts that can be unlocked. So as you can see, it's a big map, and you know, you don't want to die and have to travel all the way around. Oops, I knew he was there. You don't necessarily want to have to progress through the whole map again like you just did it. So they're pretty fair. There's usually like, once you hit a halfway mark, they'll have a shortcut for you to open. You have to find it first, but then you can open it. Yeah, the dogs are kind of annoying. We'll go here for a second. Dogs attack very fast. And if there's more than one of them, they can stagger you. And that stagger will kill you. So we're gonna go this way. Nah, we don't need... I'll go this way really quick to show you. Here's... the first one of those dudes I killed. he would have turned into one of those giant monstrosities again. But I didn't feel like explaining that to you. Or showing you the example again. But look at these dudes praying. What are they praying to? Looks like they're aiming towards the sun. It's a beautiful world. And if you think we only explore this castle a year, you are mistaken. Alright, so I have 10 flasks left. I'm not even going to go to the bonfire. The bonfire is right up there. But I'm not going to go because I don't need to. I don't need a rest. Gonna continue making progression. I don't need to go this way just yet. Eventually I'll be forced to, so when that time comes we'll do that. I don't know if you thought you were safe, but you're not. As well, having a shield up and being hit will still potentially deal damage to you and or the enemy. So, I make our way through here. Looks like we're leaving the castle, huh? Fire destroyed. Alright, so that was our second boss. It was Vort of the Boreal Valley. When you finish watching this complete playthrough of this game, I highly suggest and encourage you to watch lore videos on all of these bosses and just everything lore based upon this game. So we're going to continue on. We are at 43 minutes. So we can go a little bit further. You know what? I'll go this way first because this is still within the castle. Where we're going next is going to take us away from here. I technically do not have to come here right now. This is meant to be a later game area. Got some armor. So depending on the enemy you kill, how fast you kill them, it really can dictate what they drop. There's also some items that you can use. Look, that's what I'm using right now. I'm using the weapon I found right here. I'll probably try to level something else up because, yeah. But there are items in this game that you can use that will help item discovery, which means when enemies die and drop items, they're more likely to, and they're more likely to drop items that you kind of want. So there's no crouch. So I messed that up. But basically what I was trying to do is walk quietly enough behind him to sneak up and do a backstab. Take a second to just look at this place, although this isn't the best angle. So we started like right up there. Right up there. We walked all the way around. Yep. Cool shit. So let's go inside here.
The wait has been long, unkindled one. I am Emma, High Priestess of Lothric Castle. Allow me to speak frankly. You will not find the Lords of Cinder here. They have left, gone, to their churning homes converging at the base of this castle. Head to the bottom of the high wall, forge on through the great gate, and raise this banner to proceed.
Alright. So technically, if I wanted to, I'm not going to say how, but right now I could fight another boss. A boss that's meant to kind of be fought about halfway through the game. We'll save that for then, just because it goes well with kind of the lore. But yeah, we're going to continue on. I'm thinking I might keep tonight a Dark Souls 3 night. I might just play this for the next 5 or so hours, honestly. Just knock out a couple of episodes because I'm having fun. I haven't played this game in a long time, and I genuinely really enjoy it. This feels really refreshing. So she just gave us a blue banner and told us to raise it by the high wall. This is the high wall that she speaks of. And here's more world. Before we raise the banner, like I had mentioned to you, everything you see in this world, expect to at some point be there. And when you're there, always remember where you were. It's a beautiful feeling. Undead Settlement. Alright, so this is the next area. We're gonna light this bonfire. I'm pretty sure I could get to the next bonfire, which is technically a checkpoint, within the next 10 minutes. So we will do that, and we will end the video there. But this is, yes, this is the Undead Settlement. I almost don't even have to ask or hope because I just can't imagine you're not. But I do hope you are enjoying yourselves in this experience. If I'm the first time you ever see somebody play Dark Souls 3, honestly, that'd be so sick to me. Let's watch this really quick. Just messed up. But yes, I would be honored to be the first person to give you a Dark Souls 3 experience. And friends, fans, supporters, if you ever want to play this together,
Please, grant me death. Undo my shackles.
if you ever want to play this game together, please let me know. I'm more than down. I will play the whole game through with you. I'll let you do everything. I will just be your assistant. So we did just hear somebody, right? The only thing I see moving around here.
Oh. Oh, then it's true. The champion of Ash, as I live and breathe. To be in your presence is a great honor. I am Yol of Londor, a pilgrim, as you can see, only somehow I failed to die as was ordained. Well, perhaps my calling lies elsewhere. Say, champion of Ash, how does the idea of taking me into your service strike you? I was once a sorcerer. Surely I can be of use.
Okay, so I'm gonna accept his service. He seems like another friend.
I am honored.
And he's also not
Truly.
looking at me.
I should be dead, yet you have granted me purpose anew. I, Yol of Londor, do solemnly swear myself to you.
Cool. So it looks like we have another friend. In case you're not sure where these friends are going, we can probably show you that within the next 10 minutes, so we will try to do that as well. As you saw, these dogs decided to massacre everybody that was here. We've reached another bonfire. We're gonna rest here. We're going to travel to the Firelink Shrine, which is like our safe haven that I had mentioned to you. And now, if we do a little exploring, we're gonna find our friend Greyrat.
Oh, hello, you're back. And in one piece. Well, now it's time I do my part. Whatever trinket you need, speak up. Just don't.
So now I can purchase items from him. And he's also
Goodbye.
a thief.
And stay safe.
So technically, as the
This place is
game...
up.
Sorry. I want you guys to see those little messages. But yeah, as the game progresses, he can go to different areas alone and steal more items for you to purchase. And then we have Yol here.
Oh, our champion of Ash, this pilgrim, with a debt in death, hardly deserves to behold this divine flame. And I never would have, had you not taken me into your service. I thank you dearly for this, and assure you of my leal service. Then shall we begin? Bearer of the dark sign, let your true strength shine. Be safe, champion of Ash.
Technically, he's from a place called Londor, which is a dark place. Not like this whole world doesn't seem pretty dark, but yeah, he's more or less a part of like a dark path where you would go hollow, aka basically like insane from dying so often. And yes, he's willing to help me level up my character in order for things I'll talk to you about in the future. But let's get back to Undead Settlement. And we will wrap this video up here. Oh, look at that. This is your boy OG9 for Venice, aka Venice. This is Dark Souls 3, the best game ever. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you continue to enjoy. You come back. I hope at some point you pick up this game. Hope you're inspired to play it. It's an amazing, beautiful game, beautiful story, beautiful dark world. It's just absolutely such a masterpiece. My favorite game ever. Beaten it so many times, and I'm looking forward to playing through it again. Have a great night. Stay safe. Make sure you drink your water, exercise, get some sun, hang out with family and friends, do things you enjoy, and play video games, including enjoy playing video games. I don't know if I said that correct. Much love to you all. Stay safe. Peace out. It's your boy Venice.